Hey, it's Mike with Tech BB, and we're going to do a quick video on how to get better shooting with your left hand. This is probably one of the most important things you can learn how to do in paintball, okay? If you say, well, I'm only half as good with my left hand as I am with my right, well, that only makes you 75% of a player, okay? Because obviously, shooting with your left hand is going to be 50% of your shots. Shooting with your right hand is going to be the other 50%. Well, if you're only half as good with your left hand as you are with your right, you're going out on the field with only 75% ability. There's really no reason to learn how to shoot with the left and right hand. It's very, very simple. Now let's go ahead, pick up the barrel stock here. The thing, learning how to shoot left hand is a commitment, okay? You have to tell yourself, you know what, I'm going to commit to learning how to play with my left hand. Probably one of the first things I'll tell you is a very simple drill is start with your, start like on an open field or something like that. Find a pole like that one that's right there in front of you, okay? And then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to practice switching from your left to your right hand. Left to your right hand, trying to hit the same spot on the pole. So you start hit it with your left hand, then you go over to your left hand, and go over to your right hand, go over to your left hand, go over to your right hand, and you just want to keep doing that, switching from your left to your right, left to your right, left to your right, and just keep going back and forth until it starts to feel comfortable with you. Now, first off, you want to do this standing still. Okay, so you want to make sure that your feet are planted, just like you would if you were playing, shoot from left, go back to your right, go back to your left. So you want to just keep doing this. You want to do this at least for 2 or 3 pods of paint. Minimum 2 to 3 pods for paint. It's going to take you at least 100 times of going from your left to your right, in order for you to even start getting comfortable doing this, even before you even start doing it in a game scenario. So you want to start switching hands, and you also want to make sure that you have the proper posture. Make sure that coming from Dynasty Dissected, which is a great DVD, make sure that the back of the gun lines up with your nose. So you want the back of the gun to line up with your nose. This way your hopper is always protected. You're not coming out like that, giving somebody a free shot. You want to make sure that you do this with the proper form. And you want to sit here and do this 30 minutes to an hour minimum when you first start doing it. It took me almost 6 months to start getting comfortable shooting with my left hand. It is a commitment. It's like trying to brush your teeth with your left hand. It feels awkward at first, but you have to learn how to do it if you want to play, if you want to play really good at paintball. Once you start getting comfortable switching hands, going from left to right, and it's very natural, and there's really no way to really do it. Me, I tend to push the gun a little bit away from my chest as I go to do it. See if I can do this without killing Willie. So I have a tendency to push the gun just a little bit away from my chest and then bring it back down. Push it away from my chest, bring it back down, push it away from my chest, bring it back down. And for me, that tends to work better. There's going to be people that have all different ways to do it. Whatever works best for you is the way that you want to do it. So for me, I push it away from my chest, pull it back in, push it away, pull it back in, like that. For me, that works pretty well with switching hands. Once you feel like you can consistently hit pretty close to the same spot over and over again, then what you want to start doing is you just want to start walking from left to your right, just shooting one ball at the target, trying to hit it. So you come over to the right, then you come over, now you switch to the left hand. Okay, then you go back to the right, and you switch to the left hand. Then you go back to the right, okay? And you want to keep doing that over and over and over again. And then eventually, as you start feeling comfortable doing it, you want to set up just a small, like a little shuttle run area here, and then you want to start doing it almost as you're jogging. So you go to the left, come back to the right. Go to the left. So you want to start going faster and faster and faster, shooting at the pole and trying to hit the same spot. As your heart rate starts going, it's going to get harder and harder, but this is so important, shooting with your left and your right hand. Let me show you why. Follow me down the field. If you're coming up to bunker somebody, okay? Say for instance, there's somebody in that stand-up, okay? I'm running up to bunker him. Now I'm coming, obviously it's naturally for the gun to be in the right hand. I'm coming up to bunker him, and I notice at the last second, his barrel is sticking out on this side, okay? I see his barrel sticking out on this side. Well, if I come around and bunker him over here, it's gonna be a trade because obviously he's already shooting over there, so he's gonna hit me when I go by. But since I've practiced and I'm really good at switching hands, if I come over here, I'm like, whoa, okay, he's coming over that side. Let me switch hands really quick. Now I can come around and shoot him in the back, and I'm still a live player and I can still do more damage. So it's really important to learn how to switch hands, because if all you know how to do is play with your right hand, well, now all we're gonna do here is we're just gonna trade. Well, that's not really that good. I'd much rather shoot him and keep going. Well, there's somebody at the rocket. So as I'm running up, I'm coming up to bunker, I'm coming to bunker, whoa! Come back over here. Now I can shoot him in the back because I've taught myself how to switch hands while running down the field. So you have to commit to learning how to play with your left hand. You have to say, you know what, I'm gonna learn how to play with my left hand. I only wanna take the left side of the field. I'm gonna try to use my left hand as much as I possibly can. And I wanna do the drills, learning how to switch hands, snap shoot with my left, snap shoot with my right, snap shoot with my left. And that's how you learn how to play with your offhand. Hopefully this helps.